Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with my beautiful wife Karina from Venezuela. It's time for the live stream, your K1 visa channel, your green card channel, how to get your K1 visa, how to get your green card for free. We don't charge a penny for this channel. It's your YouTube. It's for you for free. We do this for nothing. Okay, I got 9 years experience processing K1 visas and green cards, helping people get to the United States and reunification with their family. I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't work for USCIS. I don't give you any legal advice. I didn't go to law school, but I do that. I got all this experience, and that counts a lot more than going to some school and passing the test, right? Immigration attorneys do a good job for the most part. They do pretty good. They help you, but they take a lot of your money too for a very simple process. Filling out a K1 visa application, filling out a green card application isn't difficult. It's easy. Okay, you just got to have confidence in yourself that you can do this. That's why we have the channel to help you. Dina, Ali, hi Diego and Karina. I hope you're doing well. Dina, we are good. We're gonna give Dina lots of pixie dust for Karina for Dina. I said Karina for Dina. Priyanka. Hello, Diego and Karina. Good evening, Priyanka. Now, Priyanka, you're in Michigan, right? You're up in beautiful Michigan. While it's not too cold, but you were in Alabama, and you're just waiting on your husband to join you in Alabama because you got this fantastic job in the great state of Michigan. So that's good news, and it's good to see you. My husband, unfortunately, didn't get the job, so we need to be apart from each other a little longer. Well, immigration don't want to hear that. If you are apart from each other, okay, for a long period of time, immigration will have an issue with that. They will have a big problem with that. So you may want to have him come up there and be with you, job or no job, to protect your green card, okay? KO, we still didn't receive the green card or work permit. We filed from Chicago February 21, biometrics on May 1. Well, you had your biometrics on May 1st. So the biometrics is good. So you got May, June, July, August, September. So this month, the latest next month, KO, you will be getting the work permit and then the green card. I would say by the end of October at the most, okay? But we're going to put a lot of pixie dust all over your application. But you got the biometrics done, which means immigration received your K1, your green card application. They received it. They cashed your check. They sent you a text message. They mailed you a letter for your biometrics. You did all that. Okay? So you're just in a waiting pattern right now. You're like an airplane circling the airport. You are an airplane circling the airport waiting for a space so you can land. Okay? Dina, Ali, Diego, still the same, nothing new. The senator contact saying they're telling him still under review. Okay? That's good. It's under review. And they will let him know next step when it's complete. Still didn't know how long. I'm tired of this. Yeah. But Dina, the good news about all this is immigration, no, you got a senator working your case for free. Right? Remember, you pay lots of money in taxes, which pays the senator's salary. So now he's working for you. Immigration's aware of him working for you. And your visa will not time out. Your visa will not go into a limbo status, okay? It's still in process. You're good. I know it's easy for me to say be patient, but we waited 2 years pretty much. We had to wait 2 years. So we understand it's a pain, okay? But you can do it. Priyanka, but we have joint bank accounts. Our salary goes to the joint account. He is on the car deed and rental agreement. His name is on my passport. That's great. But if you're not living together, immigration don't care about all that other stuff. You got to be living together. Okay? Immigration want to see you guys together in the same house. That's what they want to see. If you're not, and it goes into a long, drawn-out process where you are separated from each other, it will be a problem. Just listen to me. Tell your husband to get on a plane and come live with you in Michigan. Job or no job. Okay, you got it? Yo, todo lo cuento. Hi, Diego and Karina. As soon as received the notification from YouTube, came to see you, or we're here. Yo, okay, yo, Tola Cuento, I'm going to give you the first Mountain Dew salute. You get the Saturday Mountain Dew salute. Glad to see you guys too. Miguel, what's up? Diego and Karina, what's up? Taxes are up. Taxes keep going up, right? The price of food keeps going up. The price of gas. Did you notice how the price of gasoline is coming down? The closer we get to the freaking election, the lower the gas prices get. What does that tell you? Interesting, right? The Mountain Nomads. Hey, Diego, can we still live in a van and apply for the green card and use the PO address to receive the green card? Yes, you can live in a van if you want to. Make sure you got AC. You know, make sure you got plenty of air conditioning. You can live in a van. There's nothing against that. No rule against that. Dina Ali, he's not working for me and he won't follow up. Just email them. He's working for you. If he's emailing you, whatever, you're maintaining contact with the embassy through the senator. Your K1 visa is staying active. Paya, India. Hi, Diego. Got married July 15th. That's a Mountain Dew salute right there. But we still didn't process the green card documents. That's okay. How long my visa valid here? If she didn't process documents, what should I do? Go back? No. If you got married within 90 days, you came to America, you got married within 90 days, you're in status, and you need to get the green card applied for within at least 3 months to 6 months. Don't go past 6 months. 3 to 6 months, okay? Priyanka, he will be coming soon. I understood. Okay. Priyanka, we trust you. We got faith in you. You know what's going on. You watched the channel for a long time. You know what I'm telling you. She's not ready for process. Okay. She's not ready to process the green card. You don't have to do it within the first day you get married. You got to put a green card package together. Destiny's Room. What's going on, Destiny's Room? How's your family doing? Dina Ali, I called a lawyer to sue the NBC. He asked $6,200. $6,200. It's a waste of money. Don't do that. Don't spend that kind of money. You're going to get the K1 visa. You just got to be patient. Just be patient and let the process work itself through the process. I believe isn't your beneficiary from Iraq. There's a lot more investigation has to be done from persons from Iraq, Syria, Pakistan. Okay, those folks get investigated pretty good. Just be patient. Don't be spending $6,200. That's a complete. Use that money, okay, for your future. Destiny's Room. Our K1 interview is on the 10th. Ooh, the 10th. That's 3 days. Where Francois? Good evening, Diego and Karina. Francois, go up. Wait, Francois. Mountain Dew salute to Francois. And let's see. The live stream just popped up, and Karina said, "There's Francois. She's on the live stream." Dina, because some people said they have waited for 14 months. That's a lot like applying again. No, it's an investigation. If you live in Iraq or Syria or some other, or these countries that are not politically stable, there's going to be a lot of investigation going on. I'm sorry to say it, okay, but back in the day, the governments, George Bush invaded Iraq. Why did he do that? I mean, that was totally the most stupidest thing that any president could do, is invade another country without any freaking reason. And he said, oh, well, there was weapons of mass destruction. Really? Really? Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction? Seriously? Come on. What a bunch of horse crap that was. And got a lot of people killed, Americans and Iraqis. And now we have this problem because of what happened back when we invaded Iraq, which was totally bogus. Now the embassies and the immigration and the processing and all this other stuff takes a lot longer for Iraqis. It's unfortunate, okay? Because Iraq was never our enemy. Iraq was never an enemy of the United States. Never one time. Never, ever. Okay? Let me see. Destiny's Room. We are doing okay. Thank you kindly. I hope you and the beautiful Karina are well. We're good. Karina was working all day today, and then now we're doing the live stream for you guys. And I was doing stuff around the house, painting and stuff, chasing the cat. Jose Aplanar Ramirez. Hi, Diego and Karina. USCIS received my wife Juliana's I-485 on April 24th, 2024. Biometrics were taken on May 31, 2024, waiting in New York City, Jose. Well, first you're going to get pixie dust because you got this far, okay? And you get a Mountain Dew salute for everything else. Let's see here. New York City. Beautiful New York City. I've been in New York City lots of times. I used to live in Staten Island. Very short time I was there, but I was in Staten Island, and I used to ride the ferry, the Verrazano ferry, over to Manhattan, and I used to go hang out with my aunt who used to work in the World Trade Center. Francois Livingston. Thank God Karina's keep next to you to keep an eye on you. She keeping an eye on the live stream. She administers it. She's in charge of this. I just talk. Okay. Priyanka, my husband will join hopefully by the end of the month. This month. No, not will, hopefully will. If you want to protect your green card, your husband will be with you by the end of September in Michigan. I don't care if he has a job or if he doesn't have a job. He needs to be in the same roof under your roof with you in Michigan. You got to listen to me. Dina Ali, we know it's all BS. Yes. Dina Ali, lots of people got killed. Okay? When the United States invaded Iraq, a lot of people got killed, Americans and Iraqis. Okay? And it was not a constitutional invasion based on hearsay, based on what the U.S. government said. Now, I was in the military for 20 years, all right? My job is to protect the Constitution of the United States. Okay, that's my job. When I raised my right hand, my job is to protect the Constitution of the United States. Invading Iraq was not a constitutional, legitimate invasion. Iraq never attacked the United States. Iraq never hurt us. What the heck did Iraqis do to Americans? Nothing. We were friends with Saddam Hussein. Our Secretary of Defense was friends with Saddam Hussein. He went to visit him. We were friends with Iraq. There was bodybuilding competitions back in the 70s. And then we have an idiot of a president, okay, sends guys and women in to fight Iraqis for what? What was the reason? But it's past. There's nothing we can do. We can't go back and fix it. All we can do is move forward in the future, okay, and try to repair the damage. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not disloyal to my country by saying that. I'm loyal to the United States. Okay, the United States is I'm loyal to the United States, but I'm loyal to the Constitution. The U.S. Constitution is what I'm loyal to, not some freaking government official that thinks they can go around the Constitution, make these stupid decisions. It's not just Bush; it's other presidents too. Let me see here. Like it could be Clinton. He started bombing what? Who did Clinton stop bombing? He bombed what? Bosnia? Seriously? What did Bosnia do to us? Priyanka, we are going to see each other next week. I'm flying to Alabama. Priyanka, he needs to be flying to Michigan. You need to be staying in Michigan, and he needs to fly to Michigan to see you and live with you and bring his clothes. Dina, so many people of my family died. Dina, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's a tragedy. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. Okay? It's not good. It's not good. There's lots of people dying in Ukraine. There's lots of people dying in Russia. Russians and Ukrainians are dying because of freaking what? Because of governments. Right? We have an election in November, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And hopefully that whoever that president is, hopefully it's Trump. He's going to come in there and he's going to stop all this crap. Okay, he's going to stop all these stupid wars. And Dina, I'm sorry about your family. Francois, the video you posted today, does that mean the beneficiaries from these countries are going to be put through a lot? Not necessarily. It depends on the green card the K1 visa application. I'm surprised to see Morocco on the list. Well, it's the top 10 countries that have the most fraud, okay? But does that mean that people from Morocco are going to get a thorough investigation? Well, your K1 visa was approved, so you're good. It's just statistics. Basically, it's immigration statistics. You're in there, Francois. Don't worry. You're going to be reunited with Hamid soon, right? Very soon. You're going to be in New York together, in upstate New York, just before wintertime gets here. Let's see. Dina, Ali, thank you, Diego and Karina, for your support for all of us. Dina gets a Mountain Dew salute. And I'm sorry about your family, okay? And I'll give a Mountain Dew salute to the citizens of Iraq, and to the citizens of Russia, and the citizens of Ukraine, and the citizens of Israel, and the citizens of the West Bank, Gaza. People are people. People are people, but it's governments that create problems. Destiny's Room, I'm in Michigan too. Hey, Destiny's Room is in Michigan. Denise Jefferson, hello Diego and Karina. Life is moving so fast. The planet is rotating pretty quick, right? But the green card, not so much. Oh, it's going to be here, Denise. Now listen, Kenneth's got his work permit, right? He's got his work permit. He can do his thing. You just got to wait for the green card. Thought we would see it by now. Filed May 10th. We got the work permit, thank goodness. So we just have to wait patiently. Okay, Denise, you're going to get all this pixie dust all over your green card application, all right? Pixie dust. Boom. You know what happens when I throw pixie dust on your green card application? You're going to get the green card, let's say, by the first week of October. How about that? Let's go with that. Yeah, Denise, just hang in there. We got you covered, all right? We're here for you. We've been here for you. We're always going to be here for you. Kimberly Reviews. Kimberly, what's going on, Kimberly? Yo te lo cuento. Diego, I want to apply to a community college, okay, to study, but it's expensive, and they said I can't receive any financial aid because I'm not a citizen. Any suggestions? Well, as a legal permanent resident with a green card, you are a resident of the state where you live. You should be able to get the residency price for college tuition, not the out-of-state tuition, the in-state tuition. Financial aid, that's something different, right? So I don't know. You could, but an education is an education. You can't receive any financial aid. Okay, I can understand that. Okay, but I've seen Biden giving away thousands and thousands of dollars to illegal immigrants. Now you're here legally, you can't get freaking financial aid. It doesn't make any sense. The Dina, yay, I'm with Trump. Yeah, let's give it. Now, I'm not political. Okay? I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Republicans and Democrats, they both suck. Okay, they both suck. I'm an independent. And Trump is an independent capitalist. He's a Republican he has to have the R after his name, okay, which he probably doesn't like. He'd much rather have an I, not an R, because he's independent. But he's going to stop all these freaking wars, okay? You got people in Congress that when Americans go to war, they make money. I'm serious. They're making money. Trump doesn't need any money. Trump's a multimillionaire, trillionaire, billionaire. He doesn't need money. The governments, the congressmen, and all these other people that we don't know about, they can't control him. They can't control him. So he's going to put America back on the right path. Okay? He's going to put America back on the right path. And we're going to stop killing people in other countries or giving them the weapons to do it. Kimberly Reviews. Guess who had their visa interview last week? And the visa was approved immediately in Greece. My fiance. Yay! Thanks for all your help. Kimberly Reviews, you're welcome. Now I like Greece. I've been to Greece 3 times. Well, not the actual country. I've been to Corfu, which is technically, it's Greece technically, right? Corfu is technically Greece. Mount Du Salute. I went to Corfu 3 times when I was in the Navy. I went to Corfu and I laid around on Paleokastritsa beach for a couple of hours and got burned. I got suntan, but I got burned. And then I had some hamburgers, and then I went parasailing on Paleokastritsa beach in Greece. And Dina Ali, you're so sweet. God bless you guys. Always. Dina, we're here for you. Dina, we're here for you. Adriano Moro. Diego, my fiance, is still waiting to get the passport back from the U.S. Embassy in Senegal. So that's what is that, Accra? In Senegal since May 21. I already called the consulate there and sent an email with no success. I'm frustrated right now. What can I do? I can tell everybody, call your senator and have the senator call the embassy. Say, hey, what's the deal? What's the deal? May to June, July, August, or 4 months they've been holding on to your passport. That's not good. That's not good. You can call your senator, call your congressman, or file a freaking federal lawsuit against the embassy to get your visa adjudicated and then your passport. Cecilia Jimenez, saludos desde Venezuela. Un fuerte abrazo. Thank you. Cecilia is Corinne, okay? Celia, my Spanish, I can't pronounce, I have problems with some words. Celia is Corinne's madrina, and she lives in Venezuela. She lived in Colombia, and then when we were in Colombia, we helped relocate her back to Venezuela, take care of a little girl. Our little friend. And the little girl's name is Amore. Amor. Celia, good to see you. We're glad to, and salute to Venezuela, to the citizens of Venezuela. Celia, we are very soon, hopefully. Now we got Maduro's jet, okay? We got his airplane. Maduro, Air Force One. We got Maduro's Air Force One, okay? You're going to be free, hopefully, very soon in Venezuela. When Trump gets in office, you're going to be free, Celia. Tú es libre en tu país cuando Trump es presidente a Estados Unidos. Trump no gusta Maduro. Maduro entiendo, and Maduro es muy miedo, presidente Trump. Cuando Trump es presidente, Maduro debajo escritorio. And esta. Salutas. Destiny's Room, look for the private lenders that will help international students. Look at that. That's Destiny's Room. Good information. Unati Goswani, my husband gave his. ¿Tú hablamos tu Celia, mi amor? ¿Tú hablamos?
Sí, bendición, besitos y abrazos.
There you go. I'm not going to let. Okay. Unati Goswami, my husband gave his fingerprints on April 12th in Jacksonville. That's in Florida. So my questions are, when will we get his work authorization, his EAD card? When will we get his green card? It's now 148 days. It's taking about 6 months. Where did you send the green card application? Where did you send it? Yeah, you went to Chicago. You live in Jacksonville, Florida. It went to Chicago. They're taking about 6 months to process green cards right now. They're behind, okay? So hang in there. You are in America, right? You're in the United States. You're in Jacksonville. Enjoy living in Jacksonville. Enjoy, you got I-10, you got I-95. They join up, get on I-10, get on I-75 South, go down to Disney World. Go do something. Keep busy while you're waiting for your green card and work permit, okay? Destiny's Room, Michigan State University has a tool, Elm Select, where you can search private lenders for school loans. There you go. And you can Google MSU Elm Select. Look at that. Hannah, hi Diego, sorry for bothering you. You never bothering us. As I am a K1 visa holder in the United States, no, When you landed in America, your K-1 visa went away. You don't have a K-1 visa in the United States. You have an I-94, Border Patrol document, an I-94. I will apply for Social Security number soon before my marriage with my fiance here. My question, I need to work here. Can I work with the Social Security number? You cannot work in the United States with just a Social Security number. You got to have a work permit. When you apply for your Social Security number, before you get your green card, before your work permit, on the Social Security card, it's going to say work authorization by Homeland Security only, or words to that effect. So in other words, the Social Security card is not going to let you work in the United States without a work permit or a green card. So get your Social Security card, that's fine. But you can't work. You can get on a joint bank account. You can do stuff with the Social Security number. You're basically getting your scheduler number is what you're getting, right? But you can't work. You have to wait for your work permit. If you go to work without a work permit, and if you go and apply for a job and say, well, here's my Social Security number, immigration is going to find out, and then you're going to get a letter from immigration saying, what are you doing? It's going to be called a mismatch. Okay, so the question is, I need to work here. Can I work with a Social Security number? No. You can work with a Social Security number and a green card and or a work permit. Hannah. Now remember, Hannah, when you get your green card, you got to go back to the Social Security Administration and update your status to legal permanent resident. Then you'll get a new Social Security card in the mail. The number's not going to change at all. Okay. But you're going to get you'll get a new Social Security card, but all that Homeland Security verbiage is going to be deleted. After getting my Social Security number, I will marry my fiance, then we will submit the adjustment of status, but you know it will take time to get my green card and I have to work here. What do you recommend, Mr. Diego? Here's what I recommend, Hannah. You don't work until you get your green card or your work permit, period. If you do, you're going to get in trouble with Homeland Security. Don't do it. Celia, Dios te bendiga, Karina. And mountain and salutas de Celia in Venezuela. Karina's family's watching us in Venezuela. And they all voted for the other guy. They didn't vote for Maduro, that commie little dictator. They voted for the other guy. 80% of the country voted for the other guy, Senor Randolfo.
Edmundo González.
Huh?
Edmundo
González is the president of Venezuela. And Maria Corina Machado is his right-hand woman. Okay, they won the election in Venezuela. They won by 80%, 79.5, whatever it was. They have all of the election results printed from each station. Maduro, okay, is a commie dictator, and he's not going to be president of Venezuela. I'm sure. I don't think so. Not when Trump gets in office. Just my opinion. Chris and Emil, 6 months for green card. Could be 9 months, 6 to 9 months right now. Denise Jefferson, Diego, why would the government give out financial aid to immigrants? Isn't that the same as one migrating to the United States and getting on welfare? Sponsor is responsible. That's true. Beneficiary until citizenship. Yeah, that's a good point. But if you're a legal permanent resident of the United States of America, you got legal residency here, you're working here, you're paying taxes here, you have a legal right to buy a house, you can buy a gun, you can buy a car, you can you can rent an apartment. You live in the dream, but you're just not a citizen yet. So I don't know why you wouldn't be able to get financial aid, because it's a loan, right? As long as you pay the money back, it's not like it's not like a handout. It's a loan. As a legal permanent resident, you should be able to get a loan in the United States. But I understand your point, Denise, and I don't disagree with you. Yeah, Destiny's Room, a loan, well, a grant. Now, Destiny's Room, a grant is money that the university gives to the student. It's money that the university collected from other people and then gives it to other students. It's not, it's a grant is something that's a handout, basically, but it's not a handout from the taxpayers. It's from the school. Excuse me. Destiny's Room, I'm a college advisor. Well, you certainly showed that on the channel today. The FAFSA gives both government, gives Pell Grants and loans, etc. Yeah, if you're in America as a legal permanent resident, you should be able to loan. You should be able to take a loan from the bank. You got a social security number, right? You got a job. You're building your credit. You got to establish credit. Karina's got a credit card. Yo, te lo cuento. You're right, Diego. It's not fair, but are the laws. That's it. We got to follow the rules, right? Don't forget, I'm giving Denise Jefferson and everybody and Dina Alley pixie dust. Chris and Emil. So we need to get a permit now since its timeline has increased. We need to get a permit now. A permit. What do you mean a permit? A work permit? A driver's permit? What do you mean? Explain a little bit more. I think you mean a work permit. You apply for the work. If you want to spend $260 on a work permit, go right ahead. But as soon as you get the work permit, right after that, well, back in the wintertime, I don't know about now, but the green card would come in right after. Karina got a work permit, and then 3 weeks later, she got a green card. Hannah. So if I submit the form I-765, that's the work permit, along with the adjustment of status, you got to put them together. They have to be submitted together. How long time will it take the work permit to get approved? It could be 3 to 4 months. And let me work here till the green card is issued. 3 to 4 months. It could be 5 months. 3 to 4 months. Probably no longer than 4 months. Remember, the U.S. government don't want you being idle when you come to America as a legal permanent resident. When you come to the United States, the U.S. government doesn't want you not to have a green card. They want you to have a freaking green card so you can go to work and start paying taxes. Okay? Joe Biden he's got very little time left in the White House, but I'm sure he likes to go on. He's got plenty more vacation time ahead of him. And all of our tax money is going to pay for his vacations. So the U.S. government wants you to work so you can pay taxes. Okay? It's not intentional that they are slow. It's the workload. It's like you go into let's just imagine you walk into the Super Bowl and you see the stadium is full with 80,000 people? That's how many work permits and green cards they're trying to process. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of work. And there's only 400 people that work in Corbin, Kentucky. There's only about 400 people that work there that process the green cards and the work permits. Chris and Emil. So get the work permit since it's now 6 to 9 months to get a green card. It is right now, but that could change. This is a very fluid process, guys. We're getting closer to the winter time, so the process is going to speed up again. Destiny's Room. We are so afraid about the adjustment of status income issues as usual. If you have a joint sponsor, get a joint sponsor. If you are in fear or if you're having trepidation about your income, get a joint sponsor. And it's not like my Moroccan fiance can shovel snow all winter long while we wait. Well, it's part of the deal, guys. It's all part. We want the U.S. government wants you working, Mr. Sponsor or Mr. Beneficiary. They want you working. They want you generating tax revenue for the government. They want you to start contributing to FICA tax and your Medicare. Okay, Karina's just learning all about paying taxes to Uncle Sam. She's like, man, I made this much, and now this is going to taxes. Yeah, but she'll get it back in the future as a jubilation, as a retirement. Denise Jefferson to Destiny's Room. Thanks for that information. My guess is that when it comes to qualifications, that is where the no one will come in. Even U.S. citizens have to be poverty stricken to get a grant. Well, American citizens should be put first. Number one, if you're a U.S. citizen, you should be at the top of the freaking heap. And military veterans should be on top of the heap too. Okay? And then permanent legal residents, they shouldn't be ahead of the line in front of American citizens. Right? Destiny's Room. Yeah, my professor says he may help joint sponsor for the green card. I will check with him again after the 10th. Yeah, get a joint sponsor. If you are really if you're in trepidation, Destiny's Room, about the income, just get a joint sponsor. And then when the green card comes in, okay, then you're going to have two people working. You're going to have two incomes. And then when you come time to apply for the 10-year green card, you won't need the freaking joint sponsor. Mountain Dew salute to everybody. All right. The U.S. government want to make sure that you're going to come to America and you're going to be productive, you're going to be working, you're going to be making money, you're going to be paying taxes. Okay? They want you to do that. Hannah, so there is no benefit to pay money more for the work permit with the adjustment of status. In my opinion, no, since both forms will take the same time to get approved. That's what I'm saying. Right? That's right. So I have to wait for my green card to be issued, right? That's right. In my opinion, my humble opinion is wait for your green card and just have yourself a little vacation while you're waiting for your green card. Denise Jefferson to Chris and Emma, we would be dying financially had we not got the work permit. There's a point. Our status is actually increasing. It started out 1 month, 3 months, and now it's saying 7 months, again, going the other direction. But then again, Denise, that's information coming out of immigration. That isn't always correct, okay? Immigration, they add time to the processing, okay? Not necessarily meaning that it's going to take that long, but they just don't want people continually calling. Where's my green card? What's the status of my green card? What's the status of my work permit? When they add that time to the status like that, it blocks people from calling and tying up the phone lines at immigration. So they can focus on working green card applications instead of taking phone calls. Okay? I know it sucks, Denise. I know you want to get the green card. I want everybody to get their green card. Okay? I want Dina to get her K-1 visa adjudicated for her beneficiary. Okay? I really do. I mean, it's just a hard thing to do because it's such a long, time-intensive process. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's slow. Francois, good luck, Destiny's Room on the 10th. Yeah, the 10th. That's 3 days. And then Francois, your Hamid has his visa interview in the United Arab Emirates when? On September 18th, right? Isn't it like 7 o'clock in the morning? Very early in the morning, something like that. And now he's like, the scary visa interview. And then we're going to get him to America. And then you got to wait for the freaking green card. Right? Right? Francois? It is what it is. Good luck, Destiny's Room. And Chris and Emma, my fiance, flies in November 9th. Very good. Destiny's Room, thank you. God bless your interview too. That's correct. Destiny's Room hours is at 7:30 in the morning. And Francois says, you're right, Diego. So it's 7:15 in the morning. Hannah. So in this case, Mr. Diego, coming to the USA via spousal visa as CL1, much better coming via K1. It's better to come as a K1 because as I see, fiance visa is much complicated once you arrived in the USA and start again a new process. Look, the spousal visa, the IR1 or the CR1 spousal visa is much harder to get because you got a lot more evidence that you got to provide. It's a lot more complicated at the National Visa Center. There's a lot more processing that has to be done, okay? on a CR1 or IR1 spousal visa. Okay? You just can't fly to a foreign country and marry somebody and then expect to get a freaking green card. You got to show a ton of evidence of your relationship. You got to show a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years together. Okay? It's a very more strict process. K1 visa is not so much, so it's not as strict as much. Okay? It's not as strict as much. Denise Jefferson, look at that super chat from Denise Jefferson. Thanks, Diego and Karina. No matter the delays, this channel is tried and true. We will continue to wait patiently. Denise and Kenneth, mind you salute. Listen, Denise and Kenneth, listen to me. Number one, you're going to get the green card. Kenneth's going to get his green card. I promise you. Okay, I don't lay out promises very often, but I'm promising you he's going to get his green card in the mail. You're not going to have to go to a second visa interview. From what you've told me about your application, you're going to get your green card in the mail. It's going to come in a postal. It's going to come in the postal service from Corbin, Kentucky. Okay, he's going to get it. But when you're walking through the summer, like we started in the wintertime. So the winter was quicker. You started in the spring going into summer. So it's a little slower. Okay. So Denise, be patient, please. He's got his work permit. Don't be checking the status every day. You're going to get a headache. Don't be stressing it. Put your feet up on the desk and just wait it out. It's going to come. It's going to be in the mail. It's going to be happening. We appreciate that super chat, Denise. But listen, Kenneth is going to get his green card. What you need to be doing right now is keeping your evidence for your 10-year green card. Even though Kenneth doesn't have his 2-year green card in his hand yet, you need to be starting to collect the evidence for the 10-year green card. Because before you know it, it's going to be time to lift the conditions off of Kenneth's 2-year green card and start applying for the 10-year green card. It's going to be here sooner rather than later. Okay? Hannah. So in this case, Mr. Diego, coming to the United States via spousal visa, which is CR1, IR1 is also a spousal visa, is better coming via K1. Yes, it's better to come as a K1 visa applicant. Because when you come to the United States on a K1, even though it takes a while to get the green card, at least you guys are together. On a spousal visa, you guys are not together. If you go through a spousal visa, let's suppose you get on a plane and fly to wherever, to Iraq and get married in Baghdad. And then you apply for the spousal visa through the embassy in the UAE or wherever. Okay? It's a lot more complicated. It's a lot more involved, especially at the National Visa Center. Denise Jefferson, yes, we continue to collect the evidence. Thank you so much. Yeah, Denise, get a file folder and keep collecting the bills. Like when the trash bill comes in, I get it on my computer. I print it once a month. I print the trash bill. Why? Krina's name is on it. My name's on it. Well, why do I print it? Because it's got the date. Okay? And then every month I'm going to print the trash bill, the water bill, the gas bill, whatever the bill is. I print it, and I got I'm going to have 20 freaking bills in the 10-year green card application, going over a period of 22 months, 21 months. So immigration can see that Karina's been on the bills from when she got here, when we got married, to when we applied for the 10-year green card. So it's going to be almost 2 years of evidence of her being here with me. Poor soul. Uno Mikey. Oh, let me see here. For Hannah. The whole process to come to the United States, because it took with me to come here around 21 months as a K1. Yeah, but that time's going to get faster. Okay? It took us 21, 22 months also. But the process is getting faster on a K1. Not so much on a CR1 spousal visa. Uno Mikey, my wife and I schedule everything we need. Hey, the Mountain Dew salute. Uno Mikey. Now, Uno Mikey, we're talking about Colombia, right? The Republic of Colombia. It's a constitutional republic. Colombia is a constitutional republic like the United States. Venezuela is a constitutional republic like the United States. But Venezuela's got a freaking dictator. Maduro runs around with pictures of Simon Bolivar behind him in his photo ops, right? Now, Simon Bolivar was the liberator of South America. If Simon Bolivar was alive right now, he would have had Maduro arrested and executed already. I'm serious. Maduro's a fraud. He's a massive freaking commie fraud. He's using Simon Bolivar. It would be like a socialist. It's like Bernie Sanders using George Washington for his campaign commercials. Seriously. Colombia, Uno Mikey. I love that flag. Now notice on the Colombian flag, there's more yellow than there is blue and red. Destiny's Room, I'm going to go read now. Okay, good. Thanks so much, Diego and Karina. I will report back the good news. Destiny's Room. Back. Pixie dust. Hannah, so you recommend the K1 visa instead of the CR1 to be faster? Yes, that's correct. Getting the green card may not be as fast on a K1 visa, but at least you guys are together in the United States while you are waiting for the green card. You get it? You see what I'm saying? On a spousal visa, you're separated while waiting for the green card to get processed at the embassy, right? But on a K1, even though you may have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 months for the green card, you guys are together in America. The K1 visa gives you authority to fly to the United States and wait for adjudication of your green card. On a spousal visa, you can't do that. I always advocate on the K1. Even though it costs more money to get it, it costs more money to get a green card through the K1 than a spousal visa. Okay, it does. But you guys are all going to be together while you're waiting. I would much rather be sitting here with Karina waiting for a green card, well, she already has it. But you know what I'm saying? Rather than she being in Colombia and I'm being here in Florida waiting for her freaking green card adjudication at the embassy. So it is what it is. Hannah, K1 is the way to go. It's much easier to process. The paperwork is easier. You got nothing to upload to the National Visa Center. All you got to do is put together a fantastic K1 visa package. USCIS get it, they approve it, they send it to the National Visa Center, they get it, they check it. If there's no errors and the embassy's not busy, they mail it to the embassy, and then you wait for the freaking interview. It's easy, right? Come on, guys, give me some tough questions. See if you can trip me up with a question. Trip me up with a question. I kind of miss Colombia. I lived in Colombia with Karina for 2.5 years, basically, back and forth. And I kind of miss Colombia. I don't miss the freaking rain and the noise of the city of Bogota. The Bogota is a pretty noisy place. Okay, it's kind of noisy. Okay, but I kind of miss it. I miss the Transmilenio, jumping on the bus. You know. And she says very pretty. Bogota is very pretty. It's a very pretty city. I agree. It's a very nice place. I kind of miss it. Okay, but Celia, if you're in Venezuela, Celia. Tu continua mira video tu Karina aquí para ti. Okay, salutas tu familia en Venezuela, Celia. And pronto tu es libre persona. Cuando Trump es presidente, Maduro, corre. Hannah, yeah, I recommend the K1 visa. Kimberly reviews, will my fiance and I be able to take a cruise for our honeymoon? As long as you don't leave the United States, since a passport isn't needed to cruise. If you go on a cruise and you leave international waters and you go to a foreign country, you need a freaking passport to get back in the United States because you left the United States. I've been on 3 cruises. I'm not talking Navy cruises. I've been on, when I was in the Navy, I was on lots of cruises. But I've been on through 3 private cruises, commercial, Carnival, and 2 other cruise liners. I can't remember the name. I had to have my passport to re-enter the United States when I went on a cruise. I went to Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico. I went to Belize. And when I came back, I came in through New Orleans. When I got into port in New Orleans, the Border Patrol were waiting to look at my passport, and they were looking at my passport. They said, okay, welcome back. If you go on a cruise, you got to have a passport and a green card. If you're going to leave the United States on a cruise, you got to have your green card and your passport. Now, I know, Kimberly, you want to go on a cruise. A cruise is a lot of fun. I loved it. It was quiet. There was food all night and all day. I mean, I went for the food. I was in the Navy for 20 years. I wasn't really excited about visiting other countries. I've already done that. I was on the cruise for the food and the entertainment and to relax, chill out. Okay? But yeah, you're going to need a green card and a passport if you want to go on a cruise. Don't leave the United States without your green card. Hannah, can you tell me, please, how long will it take to come to the USA as a CR1, as a K1, since the process became faster than before? To come to the United States on a K1 visa is taking about 13 months, depending on how busy the embassy is at the country of where you're at. On a spousal visa, it's between 15 to 18 months. Okay? But there's a lot more involved with the spousal visa at the National Visa Center level. You have to upload documents. If you make a mistake, if they cannot read the document, if you upload a document to the National Visa Center for a spousal visa and you try to get documentally qualified on that particular document, and if they cannot read it, if it's a little blurry, they're going to send you an email and say, I cannot read the document. Resubmit it. And then you got to wait another month before they look at it again. You could make 2 errors uploading documents to the National Visa Center, and you could set back your application, your visa interview by 3 or 4 months. K1 is the way to go. Come on, guys, throw some more questions. Kimberly reviews. My mom and a few friends cruised in April. Okay. With a birth certificate and ID. Okay, well, you got to have a passport. A birth certificate proves U.S. citizenship. A U.S. passport and or a birth certificate proves U.S. citizenship. So either or is fine. Okay, I'm not sure about immigrants. Immigrants have got to have a passport and a green card to go on a cruise. The Border Patrol want to see you are a U.S. citizen or a legal permanent resident. So how do you prove you're a legal permanent resident when you enter the United States? How do you prove it? With your green card, right? That's how it works. Okay, I'm sure I could have entered the United States on my birth certificate, but I used my passport as a proof of citizenship. I didn't use my birth certificate. So yeah, that's a good point. You can use a birth certificate, but if you're a legal permanent resident, you got to have a green card to leave the United States. If you go on a cruise, you live in America, you live in the USA. You got to prove you are allowed back into the United States. How do you prove you can come back to America if you're an immigrant? With a green card, right? So when you become a green card holder or a U.S. citizen, then start planning the cruise. I want to take Karina on a cruise, maybe out of Fort Lauderdale, maybe in Alaska. I don't know, maybe fly to Europe. Maybe we could fly to, I don't know, Italy and make a cruise around the Mediterranean. Sounds good. But not till she's a citizen. But it's an incentive to become a U.S. citizen, right? Karina will become a U.S. citizen. She's learning English pretty good. She understands what I'm saying, pretty much. She understands my words. Tu entiendes mi palabras? She understands. She's learning quickly because she's around Americans all day talking. So, she's learning. If you want to become a citizen, you got to do it. You get your 2-year green card. Then you lift the conditions on your 2-year green card and you get your 10-year green card. And then a year after you get your 10-year green card, you can apply for citizenship. People who are legal permanent residents of the United States who marry American citizens can qualify for U.S. citizenship after 3 years. of the issue date from the 2-year green card. So Karina's 2-year green card issue date, I think it's June of 2024. So by March of 2026, June 24 and 5, by June of 2027, she qualifies to apply for U.S. citizenship. Kimberly reviews, thanks. Guess I'll be honeymooning in California or Hawaii. Well, I would go to Hawaii. Okay. Now, California is prone to earthquakes. Traffic's horrible. The interstate system, in Los Angeles, the interstate is horrendous. Traffic sucks in California, in Los Angeles. Unless you want to go I wouldn't go to San Francisco because all the stores are closed, pretty much. I don't think there's maybe one freaking McDonald's left in San Francisco. All the stores are closing and they're relocating to Nevada or somewhere else. Okay. So if you go to California on vacation, I would say, I don't know where you would go, really. I couldn't make a suggestion for you. But Hawaii would be a good choice for a vacation. Now you could go on a cruise from California, from Long Beach, California. You could take a cruise to Hawaii, just so long as the ship comes back to the United States and doesn't leave and doesn't go to Canada, for example. If you go on a cruise from Long Beach to Hawaii, and then the cruise ship goes to freaking Canada, without a green card, you're up the creek without a paddle. You know what I'm saying? But I'll give you a Mountain Dew salute because you are getting there. You're understanding, right, the process. Okay, guys, I've been talking for almost an hour. It's the weekend. I don't want to take up any more of your weekend time. Spend it with your loved ones. Spend it talking to your beneficiary in her home country or his home country. Francois, you need to be calling Hammett up and giving him some positive vibes for the interview coming up. If everybody's getting their visa, interviews are coming up. Kimberly, we will do that. Thank you so much. You're welcome. And Kimberly gets the last word, and we are going to eat something. I'm hungry. Tu tienes hambre? Now, Karina, she made some, what they call empanadas. Karina made empanadas. Venezuelan empanadas. I ate 3 of them. Normally 2, but I ate 3. I was a little piggy today. But it was so good. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.